Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the video, I just want to show y'all some things that I'm getting rid of. This first box right here, I'm getting rid of a nail drill, but I decided to throw in some extra stuff. This right here is my favorite dehydrator that I love to use. This little mini kit I bought from like Sally's when I went to State Board. It is an odorless system, so you do have to have odorless monomer. But yeah, I'm just getting rid of it. I bought 2 of them and I don't need this one, so I'm just throwing it in there, as well as some drill bits and sandy bands to go with the nail drill. Hopefully it fits. I never used this drill or anything, so I don't know anything about it, but I'm going to quickly unbox and just show y'all what it looks like if anyone's interested. This is a medium shipping box, so that's that. And the next one I'm going to show y'all is mainly going to be gel products. So anyways, this is how it looks. I don't know anything about it, never used it before, but this is basically, I didn't want to go into detail and open up everything just because I didn't want to touch, ruin anything. It's brand new, never been used. I got it from nail school, and yeah, that's basically it. Now moving on to the second package, giveaway box. It's a large and it comes with a lot of stuff. This is basically gel box entirely. I did use this one that I'm showing right here, so I just replaced the file with one of the Dreamnailsupply ones. But this box right here, never been used, brand new. I bought it and couldn't use it. Well, not couldn't use it, I didn't like the system, so I'm giving it away. As well as these right here, these are my favorite, but as y'all know, I don't use Beetle products anymore. But yeah, so I'm just getting rid of everything. I bought it, and of course, per the return and whatever it's called, you can't return these items. So I paid for them, and of course, I just want to give them away. But anyways, aside from that, I do got some slight curve nail tips and a lot of different other miscellaneous items that you can use to do your nails with that I just want to get rid of instead of just having to sit and collect. All these other stuff I got in here as well, some builder gel, Polygel, and all that good stuff. Everything is like brand new, never been used before. I bought it, and like I said, I wasn't able to return it because I've already opened it up. I only swatched these polygels, but yeah, that's basically it. All of this will be in the second box. The first box I already showed, that's just basically the drill and the little drill bits and stuff. But the second box is mainly for the gel girls who love doing gel or want to try these products. Originally I had a different winner, but she never reached out, and so it's up to grabs for anybody who wants it. But yeah, y'all, this right here came in like my kit from nail school. Never used it, do not want it. Here's some more stuff, a gel brush, all that good stuff. But yeah. Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to another video. As you read by the title, you already know what's going on. This is going to be a start to finish of me doing polygel on my dominant hand, so don't come for me if I'm out of frame and all this stuff. I'm not right-handed, so I'm taking my time. Everything is going to be in real time. Mine is probably like shaping and filing, of course, but everything else is in real time, just so you can see everything that I'm doing. As far as the products that I'm going to be using, I'll link that down below. But anyways, right now I'm going to be doing a lot of cleanup because I haven't worn nails in probably a year and kept them on. Usually I just do pop-off method for videos and that's it. So I haven't really been taking care of my nails. So I'm just going to be removing all the cuticle, which is, dead. I'm not removing any live tissue or anything like that. Just safely doing it. This is in real time, going really slow and gentle at an angle. I think my drill is on 1,000 RPMs, nothing too crazy. I'm just removing and gently pushing it back. I am going to start off in the forward position, but once I go the opposite direction, I am going to switch the drill to the reverse. But yeah, y'all, let me know how y'all feel about this. Do y'all like more detailed, a little bit longer videos like this? I'll definitely try to do more, especially since I'm probably gonna be wearing my nails a little bit more often. I did do both hands. Part 2 will be the other hand as well as the design, which y'all will see probably coming up soon, about 2 or 3 days once I get done doing that. I haven't done them yet. I just finished application and shaping and filing, and I'm just doing this just so y'all can have a video to watch today. But yeah, once this process is done, usually I don't do this. If I was to consistently do my nails, I would just go in and push back the cuticles and then use my sanding band. But since it's been a long time for me wearing nails, I just had to do a lot of cleanup. But yeah, now I'm going to be taking my sanding band and I'm just going to be removing the shine from the natural nails just so we can go ahead and prep these and get it ready for the polygel application. Alright, now that I've removed the shine from the natural nails, I'm going to be gluing these tips on. I am using the Dreamnailsupply 3XL square tips to adhere these. The glue, I don't remember what it's called, but I got like a lot of them from like nail school in my kit. This is all season nail glue, pretty good. I love it. The ones I've been using was trash. I think I got them from like Sheen or something. They're so gummy and stuff that I don't even want to use those anymore. But yeah, I'm just gonna be gluing on these tips, and with polygel, this is completely optional. You can do it if you want, but blending the tips, I don't do that for polygel, but for acrylic, I do blend my tips. Y'all let me know, do y'all blend y'all tips for any nail enhancement, or you don't, or you just pick and choose? But for me, I did not blend the tips for the polygel, but for the acrylic, I did blend my tips. Y'all will see I made a mistake in the video, and I left it in. I do not care. I don't know where my mind was at, but I immediately went into putting some bearder gel on my nails, and I was just like, what the world? What's going on? But I am gonna slightly go ahead and shape these up. I did want my ring finger a different shape. Why? I don't know. But I just chose to do a stiletto because I usually don't wear other shapes other than square. Like for videos, you'll see me do different shapes. But actually wearing the nails and using them like for every day, I only do square, and that's it. I have you know, downgraded from lengths. Usually I'm 3XL, you know, 4XL pushing, but for today's time and age, I am going a little bit shorter here and there. And I have realized that using a tip color is so much better than using scissors when it comes to doing your nails. I noticed that when I use scissors, it makes the tip widen out. So, of course, it's best to use a tip cutter to shorten your nails. All right, anyways, moving right along, I am going to go ahead and remove the dust from the nails. Now, here's the mistake I made. I instantly picked this up, and I haven't even dehydrated my nails or added primer at all. And yeah, I left mistakes in, of course, because nobody's perfect. But look at me. And I didn't realize it until after the second finger, well, starting the second finger there, I'm like, what am I doing? But I am going to go off camera, fix it, and come back and do the correct steps. So don't do like I'm doing right here. Just pay attention and watch me realize my mistakes. And then, of course, catch it early on. But I know now that if something happened and those two nails lift or pop off, this is going to be the reason why. Because I jumped the gun and and just went ahead and put in some builder gel. Now, I don't have base coat, so I use builder gel to, you know, substitute it. Hopefully they stay on and work perfectly. If you want to use base coat, that's perfectly fine. I know some people who don't use base coat, but gel sticks best with gel, so I definitely would recommend doing it that way. But I'm using some dehydrated. You can use any kind you want. And as the primer, I'm using the Young Nails Protein Bun. Everything I'm using, one coat. You don't want to go in with 2 to 3 coats or none of this, because you really will be oversaturating your nails, and that can do more harm than good, if I'm being honest. Now that that's applied, now we're going to go in. You can use your base coat or builder gel, which I'm using here. And we're just going to apply a very, very thin layer. This is going to help the Polygel adhere to your nails and help with the longevity of your nails. But yeah, once this is done, you're going to go ahead and cure your lamp for a full 60 seconds. And yeah, I'll be right back once this is done. Alright, now that the builder gel is fully cured, I am going to be using my Polygel. This is number 4. I will be releasing 9 colors next month, so stay tuned for that. The first launch that I'm doing is going to be like the basic colors, like your clear white and like a couple of nude colors. Maybe later on, depending on how well the Polygels do, I probably will add other colors like glitter and stuff like that. I did ask a couple people what, how they feel about glitters and all those type of things. People were saying that they like it and all that, so we will see. But let's get into the product details. This brush I got from Shein. It's a size 14. I definitely will probably have to invest in a better Polygel brush. Y'all let me know which ones y'all use. Usually I would just use an acrylic brush. But anyways, now as my slip solution, you can use base coat, but for today's video, I am using 91% isopropyl alcohol. Now, probably like 2 weeks ago, off camera, it wasn't filmed, I used I think 70% isopropyl alcohol, and y'all, there's a big difference when using different levels of alcohol. I don't know the correct term to say it, but y'all know what I mean. Like, y'all know how you use different monomers with different products and it performs kind of different, just the same way like using different brushes and stuff. I did not know that applied to Polygel, like using alcohols. So when I was using the 70% isopropyl alcohol, I did not like the consistency at all. And I was struggling to do application. So I was just like, no, we're going to switch and go back to 91%. And I love the way everything works. So if you try Polygel and you're like struggling and you're using a different alcohol, try to upgrade your percentage or whatever. I don't know how to explain this stuff. Y'all know what I mean. Just work around and see what works for you. Because when I used the 70, I did not like the way the Polygel reacted and molded and stuff when I used it. First time I ever used my Polygel, I used 91% and I loved it. But for some reason, I ran out of the 91% and all I had was 70. So I used 70. But I was just like, nope. Definitely got to go ahead and switch back over to 91%. And I love it. As y'all can see, it's really easy to work with. I try to get up and close and personal for y'all to see. I am, trying to stay in frame while looking to see what I'm doing. So any mistakes and stuff that I leave or you don't see, I did finish it off camera. Like some of these nails need a little bit more on the side, so I did that off camera. But for the most part, I think I did decent. As y'all can see, my camera is not focused on what I'm doing. It's focused on other nails. But sorry, y'all. I tried my best to film really good for y'all. But it didn't go as planned, as I wanted it to. But it still came out pretty good. Y'all let me know. I'm down to hear any tips or tricks. Y'all let me know if I'm doing everything right. Of course, the structure of these nails are definitely wonky. And honestly, I didn't go back and fix everything because I don't really care for it to be perfect. If there's one lump or bump, to me, it doesn't matter, especially because I know what I'm going to do for my nails. Like on the pinky, I wanted to design and add charms and stuff. So the little dip in the nail is going to help me adhere it with bling gel. So I really didn't care. I am trying out different things when it comes to Polygel application. Like, am I into a 1 bead, 2 beads, 3 beads? Just trying to figure out what I want to do. Let me know what y'all do. Do y'all do like 1 bead, 2, 3, or you just do as many as you need to get what you need? As far as me, I just went with the flow, and I'm actually loving the way these came out. Polygel is a lot more simpler when it comes to doing nails, but I think it takes a little bit longer, especially since in my mind, I'm like, I got so much time that I can fix things like immediately. As far as acrylic, you're working with time, and so you only have so much seconds to go ahead and get it right. And plus with filing, Polygel is a lot easier to manipulate. As far as acrylic, it's more firmer, and not so much easy to like mess up or anything like that. But yeah, y'all, everything is in real time now. I'm not like really educated in Polygel and any tips and tricks and stuff like how to use it, but I do know how to use it. Like it's not like something really hard. But if you're not like a Polygel person like me, I will say this one right here, I will say is beginner friendly. I think there's no such thing when it comes to Polygel as something that's beginner friendly or pro or anything like that. As far as acrylics, where you got monomers and polymers that's have different set times, speeds, and stuff like that. With Polygel, it's a little bit lot simpler, and then you got other systems like Gel-X, which is even easier than this and acrylic. And of course, you got the lowest, and by lowest I mean like on the easiest level, press-ons where you just glue them on and that's it. But anyways, I'm gonna let y'all sit back and enjoy this application because I'm just yapping and talking about really nothing important. And if you have any questions or concerns of things you see in this video, let me know and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Alright, y'all, I am back. Now, for my middle and my index nail, I want to see if I'm able to like do 2 nails at a time. First I started off just 1 nail cure and that was it. But I wanted to see how well the structure holds up with this polygel. And I will say I was able to get 2 nails done. My middle nail was not sliding and moving around or anything like that while I was working with my index nail. So for that, I love it. That's just another reason why I chose the polygel, during the testing process. I chose to go with this one. It was perfect for me and what I like. Now, of course, everybody has their own happy medium of things that they like to use and all that stuff. So for me, when I'm doing product testing, I tend to go things based off of what I love and what I like, and hopefully people will like it, the same things I do. But of course, everybody's opinions and views are totally different. Now, application was starting to get a little rocky because I was trying to stretch this bead out all the way down, but I should have started more so closer towards where the stress area is, where the tip was glued at. But I went a little bit higher up, close enough to where the cuticle was at. But don't worry, you can always go in and add more product in, and this polygel is easy to blend. There's not like no harsh lines or anything like that when you want to go back in and fill it in with more polygel. Now I will say, for the people that don't do polygel, I do have an acrylic powder that's literally a shade match to the polygel. That's one thing I have been working on. Is I have 9 shades of polygel. Well, really like 7, because you don't count the clear and the white. That's just clear and the white. 7 shades of polygel with acrylic powder to match. So say for instance, if you want to just on one hand do like I did, polygel on one and then the other hand acrylic, for me it would take me so much time to do acrylic application with my dominant hand because I'm a lot slower. But with this polygel, I don't have to worry about getting anything on my skin. I can take my time and all that. So I decided to create products that match each other. Even if you wanted to do a field, you can do a field with acrylic, with polygel and vice versa and stuff like that. So I wanted to be able to, produce colors that match and with wealth with each other. So in my next video, you will see me using an acrylic powder that's an exact match for the polygel. Now, by exact, I don't mean like spot on, but it's really super, super close to where you could not tell that it was 2 different products. Like, it looks like I did polygel for both hands or acrylic for both hands. And it's not like a major, huge difference between them. But that's a A+ for me. And I'm happy and excited. And I cannot wait to show y'all all the new stuff that I have for y'all coming up soon. I am going to be showing y'all a couple swatches and stuff like that. And we're going to be getting, it's not even Christmas yet. But I'm just letting y'all know we're going to be getting ready for Valentine's really, really soon. And y'all do not want to miss it, because these boxes that I'm about to create, new products that I'm about to launch, is about to be amazing. And I cannot wait to show y'all. I am currently still working on the website. I am going to link it really soon, so as you can sign up for emails and stuff like that, so you can be the first one to know about anything that comes up. And that, because it will be like special little goodies and stuff for like the first couple of people that order and all that good stuff. But when the time comes, y'all will know about all that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all sit back and enjoy a little bit more of this, and I'm gonna come back in once I think application is done. All right, y'all, now that application is finally complete, we're going to be going in with some alcohol and removing the inhibition layer, which is the tacky layer that you feel once the nail is fairly cured. Once this is done, I am going to be showing y'all just a couple tips and tricks that I do to have my nails last a little bit longer. That's with acrylic or polygel or with any nail enhancement. Now, this is no secret. Of course, this is nothing new. A lot of people do it. I think a lot of people don't know that you can do it with any nail enhancement. But once this is done, I am going to go in with a little bit of acetone, and I'm just going to go around the cuticle area and basically kind of pre-seal it off before I shape and file it. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. Now, no, it's not going to like soak off and lift or anything like that. It's just going to basically melt it in, seal it in, and of course get rid of any dust or whatever the case may be that was left over that you did not get. But yeah, once this is done, you can actually wait to do this after you're done shaping and filing if you want, but I did it before shaping and filing. It does not matter. You can do it whenever you want, as long as you do it if you decide to. It'll help just a little bit. I have noticed a difference when I started doing this. My nails have lasted a little bit longer and 0 to no lengthening at all. So now let's go ahead and but get into shaping and filing. Like I said, when it comes to polygel, less is more. Like, you don't need to do a whole lot of anything really. If you want, you can just use your hand file the entire time. But I just used my e-file just to remove a little bit of the bulk. Like I said, application was not perfect. I am learning. Probably give me about 2 or 3 more sets of doing polygel, and I've been on mastered it. But I am just using the same sanding band I used to prep my nails earlier to just strain these nails up and get them looking good. You don't need a whole lot of drill bits and stuff like this to do your nails. I know a lot of people recommend all types of drill bits to do stuff. But a sanding band does it pretty darn good. Now, you do have to be careful because sanding bands generate heat, and if you stay too long on a certain spot, it will cause a heat spike, and that's with anything or any drill bit that you use. But the main one that will generate the most heat is this sanding band. But anyways, I'm mainly just going ahead and sealing the cuticles with this, just getting anything that was not sealed in, and also remove that little bit of, I won't call it residue, but kind of like this white cast that the acetone left. Just removing that, and then also just smoothing out the nail. This will help eliminate me having to go back in and using my buffer. So you really do not have to buff your nails if you do this part with the sanding band. Like, the sanding band is a substitute for the buffer. So the sanding band, you can do, it's like a 3-in-1, 5-in-1. You can use it for a whole lot of different things, and plus they're really cheap, and you know, easy to toss, throw away, and stuff like that. But y'all, this is basically it for today's video. This is part 1. Part 2 will be me doing my right hand and also designing my nails. So stay tuned, stick around. I'm so excited. I'm super excited to show y'all a lot of the things that I have coming. Hopefully y'all are excited as me. In my next video, it'll be a little bit funner and, you know, enjoyable to watch. As far as this is just like application and me just yapping about, you know, things that, whatever the case may be, like I'm doing right now, just talking and don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, if you have any questions or concerns, let me know down below. As far as the beginning of the video when I was showing y'all stuff that I was giving away, it's not like one of the regular traditional giveaways I do that I have to, you know, rules and requirements. Anyone that wants it, all you have to do is just reach out to me. Everything will be in the description box. And yeah, that's basically it. Hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed day, night, wherever you are. And stay tuned because I have a lot of things that I want to show y'all. And I cannot wait. Until next time, bye.